tonight on your award-winning sports-loving channels television. We're taking a look at the 2018 NFF Awards. It was done yesterday in Lagos. Major highlight for me was Channels Television winning the Development Award for the good works of the Channels International Kids Cup. But that's not the only thing that went down. Another major highlight was the special recognition given to the Super Eagles class of 1994. Wow, what a story. That's class. From the goalkeeping department, I mean, Wilfred, God bless you, so Agwani Barre, and Aloy Agu, they were class in any way you want to talk about them. There was a Dodo Mayana, Peter Rufai. On the left, there was Benny Royal. On the right, Austin Eguavo. In the middle, Uche Okechukwu, the gentle giant. God bless his soul also. Uche Okafo is no more with us. We love you guys. We miss you guys so much. That was the defense line. You listen to Sunday Olise and the things that Uche Okechukwu says when they're playing. I mean, it brought good feeling. When you go, look at them right there. That's Austin J.J. Okocha. Look at Peter Rufai. Look at Austin Egogo. Look at Uche Okechukwu, Mutiu, Headmaster, and Dekoju. And these guys were coming out, and the audience could Sunday Olise. They came out. The NFF wanted to say thank you so much for what they did. The 1980 class did their part, but this class qualified Nigeria for the first World Cup, and at the time, Nigeria wasn't respected. Nigeria as a footballing country was feared. Yes, that's what it is. Let me get Julia. I don't know. Julia, I don't know. How old were you? 1994. Did you see these guys play football? Wow.
4 years later, I got the opportunity to. I heard a lot about them and what they achieved at that point in time, winning the Nations Cup in '94, also qualifying Nigeria for the World Cup. At that time, we were ranked 5th in the world. And you talk about playing style. For the first, at that point in time, fantastic playing style. It was well defined. You just mentioned the back four. They're one of the fair teams in world football at that point in time. A lot of people wanted to see the Super Eagles play, and I felt very sad knowing that we lost, to the Italian team after the round of 16. So I think that this class of '94 fantastic. A lot of people talked about the class of 2013, the players who won the Nations Cup in South Africa 6 years ago. But of course, you can't compare those players to what you have now. These players are living legends.
Well,
players who played the game at the highest level.
Unlike Julian, I actually watched them play.
Because don't brag about it too much.
Yes, I
don't
did.
Brag about
I
it
watched them play.
Yeah.
I watched them play. I was very young at the time, but I watched them play. I started watching them from Senegal '92.
You did?
Yes, I watched Senegal '92. I was very young, but I was so young. I started watching them from Senegal '92. I actually watched the semi-final game. I think that was the first game I watched, the semi-final game against Ghana that they lost 2-1. And I watched all of the qualifiers. These guys were legend. I mean, they are legend, and I do not know if any team in Africa is as good as this team in history. Yes, I can say that because this team was very good. Very, very good.
And so you saw the lady there. That's the daughter of the late Rashidi
Yekini.
Wow, what a story. I had so much going through my mind watching these guys last night on that podium. Look at Mutiu Adepoju, Uche Okechukwu, Austin Eguavoen, Peter Rufai, Finidi George. There was Benny Roa just standing by Finidi George, and Aloy Agu, Peter Rufai. Wow. Let's go and listen to Sunday Olise. He rolled back the years for us, and it was really good listening to him. Let's go back to that hall.
As you see us all here, we are just one big family. We hardly agree on anything then. But as you see these guys here, the moment we put on the jersey, I remember Uche Okechukwu saying, JJ, leave him. As they kick you, you go come here. If you look at the way the football is being played today, fullbacks are asked to attack. We don't have 2 number 9s anymore. We now have a 9.5. We're talking about this started in 2008. As at 1994, Daniel Amokachi was not a number 9. He was not a number 10. He was already playing 9.5. So he was ahead of his time. As at 1994, we had an overlapping left back. Sometimes we used to beg him, Ben, abeg, stay, I don't tire. But he will still go, and we will beat Ivory Coast. With all due respect. As at the time, all the midfielders used to just carry the ball. One small boy from Delta, all he did was fight for the ball, give it to the players to play. And at the time, God blessed us with the best striker this continent has ever seen. I am talking of Baba Rashidi. I will share something that I had between me and him that used to tell me, Shori Sonny, ma down alone. Shut in noisy for me.
Just give it to Rashidi. just give it to Rashidi.
Okay, yeah, wow.
And that's it.
Koshati Nossi. that is nice.
Just throw it. And I'll get the goal.
And you know what? What he just said is quite true. And the funny thing is not just to Rashidi. I was telling you about Nigeria versus Gabon. Yeah. There was this pass that he gave to Rashidi Ekene. How we looped it from the midfield, I don't know. Rashidi, looped the goalkeeper and scored in an empty net. He did it again in the finals against Zambia. This time around, he dribbled the player. I'm talking about Sunday Lissi. Gave a good cross, and Amunike then chested the ball, dribbled one, and put it into the left corner. You understand? The left corner. So that shows that this team, the telepathy between the team, when they find they do not agree, we've heard several talks. We've heard talks.
No, it started with that they disagree.
But when they wear the jersey, it's awesome. I can mention games. I can mention games where these guys, they will just play and you'll be like, wow. In that game, I think all of the time they played an African side between 93 and 94, Ivory Coast was probably the toughest because Ivory Coast were the defending champion, and at the same time they were pretty much the best team in Africa, even if Nigeria actually defeated them to qualify for the World Cup. That semi-final game at Tunisia 94 was very tough. Ben Iroha will come back. It was very good defensively. Awesome. It was so good. These guys are legends.
I know. And they didn't stop there. 6 of the guys from the class of 94 assisted in giving Nigeria our first gold medal in football at the Atlanta 96.
Exactly. Fantastic. So the fact that we couldn't defend our trophy won 94, we made up for that with an Olympic gold. And since then, it's been bronze, silver, and what have you. We've not been able to win the gold since that time. And just like Cosmo said, there's something very unique about that team. Everyone had a unique role to play in the success we achieved at that point in time. You heard what Sunday said.
Yeah.
Ben Iroha always knew his job.
Yeah.
Even when other players were tired, he was more like a selfless player at that point in time. I think he's good. Yeah. That's why we have to. A lot of people say, why do we celebrate this class of 94? How about the class of 80? How about the class of 2013? How about the class
celebrate all of them?
We have to celebrate all of them. But of course, there's something just very unique about this team and all they achieve. Look at the caliber of players, fantastic players, from the goalkeeper down
I want to talk about the goalkeeping. 3 of them. Wilfred Agbonibare, who was a legend at Rayo Vallecano, that kept pretty much half of the qualifiers. You have an Aloy Agu as well that has been there since, and of course, a Peter Rufai that just came and took the #1 jersey and he stood for it. I mean, this team is an awesome team. This
was a team that was so good in Dukan, but they couldn't go to the World Cup.
Exactly. And they had a player there that was tearing apart France and couldn't even get to the first team. A Victor Ekpeba, who could equally score as much as those that were there as well.
For Ludu, they were
so good. And this man, George Finidi. George Finidi will cross a ball for you and it will get there. it will get there. And
it was a complete squad.
It was a complete squad. It was awesome. This was a team that, fine, it took years in building, but it was awesome. And I do not know why they didn't invite the coach. Because the coach has lots of influence on this player.
NFF,
even if the assistant coach in Christian Chuku was there, it would have been better. This was
okay. Let's not go away from the discussion. But shout out to these guys, and we also pray for the souls of those that have been lost. Rashidi Yekini, rest in peace. Yeah. The big boss, Stephen Keshi. Wow, rest in peace. Thompson Olia, rest in peace. Uche Okafor and Wilfred Agbonibare. We love you guys. Thank you so much for everything you've done for Nigerian football. Let's get on with the show now. Let me tell you what went down in other categories. The winners are the 2018 NFF Awards. Player of the Year for the men, Ahmed Musa. It's been a good, 2018 was really a good year for Ahmed Musa, of course, for his exploits at the World Cup. Player of the Year, women. This one came as a surprise on Onome AB. Won that one. She has also been outstanding, you know, and also consistent with club football. That's right there. Coach of the Year. I like this one particularly for the development of the league. Enugu Rangers coach, Benga Ugu.
Yes, that was good.
In a category that had Geno Raw.
Yeah. I think that one of the major reasons he won the award was how he was able to help Rangers overturn that 3-goal deficit.
Wow.
I heard someone saying earlier today that someone else could have done that. Yes, someone else could have done that, but again, it's a cup final.
Yeah.
His team was three goals down. He needed a way of tactics to turn things around. And he was able to turn things around.
That's right.
It was 3-3 after 90 minutes, and then Rangers won.
Those sort of results, you sit the coach down and say, what did you say to the players? Because, I mean, they didn't just come back. They scored brilliant goals.
And they would have even won the game in normal time.
Yeah.
They would have won the game in normal time.
So shout out to Benga Ogumbote. I think well-deserved Coach of the Year women was Thomas Dernaby. Of course, we know he led the Super Falcons to the African Women's Cup of Nations.
I mean, who else is supposed to win it?
But there were arguments that there was Moses Aduku, Elsa Queens.
I'm not really convinced about Thomas Dernaby because of the way we won the competition. I mean, we couldn't beat South Africa twice. You know, they beat us in the group stage, Cameroon, and then
right?
in the final, one through penalties.
I think it has to do with the tenacity, the fact that you know, despite the odds, it was able to propel the girls to win, the determination to win, despite the fact that it's being difficult. We know it's not going to be easy.
And he was just coming into the team.
And just coming into the team.
I also think it's just a way to balance things up, since they're giving a local base
I don't know about that.
It's just my personal opinion.
Young player of the year went to Samuel Chukwueze. I think this one is
probably.
In fact, for every young player that has done so well, they all deserve to win it. Young Player of the Year women, and Nam Imo. Was the Best Pick Award.
I think she needs more time. The fact that she's won this award, she needs more playing time with the national team. I felt she's not gotten that, and maybe the World Cup might just be a bigger platform for her to announce herself as a local-based player.
Goal of the season, Ahmed Musa. That second goal he scored against.
Funny enough, I disagree. I felt that first goal was probably better. Fine, the second goal, it was an individual, but then it was an assist. It was an individual. He ran through the ball after that ball was crossed by Ebuehi. He ran through the and of course beat about two Icelandic defenders. But I felt that first goal, the technique, the way he controlled the ball mid-air and put it into the right up corner was it for me. But either way,
at least he scored both goals.
Either way, it
scored both goals.
Fans of the season, Kano Pillars. So each time we talk about them, people don't understand. You go to the stadium, it's always filled up. And I think we've not really heard bad news from Kano as such.
I see it as most times they win at home. Clearly. Well, they win at home. You remember they went more than 10 years.
Aqua went there to win. Nasarawa United went there to win, you know.
But still, we didn't hear of any.
So shout out to that one. Really, I really love that one because we don't want fans trouble in any way in our football. Shout out to Kano Pillars. Other clubs need to find out what they are doing so that they can start doing it. The team of the season went to the Super Falcons. That's Super Eagles. But it's okay. This one is good. So there's no fighting, no war anyway. Super Falcons, they are the team of the season. Fair Play Award went to Aqua United, and of course 2018 NFF Development Award. your darling Channels Television. Thank you so much, guys. That's it with the NFF Awards. We'll wait for next year's edition. So let's move on with the show, because if I start asking these guys, what is it that you don't like or what you like from the awards?
Like everything.
No, everything is okay. Everything is okay. Let's move on with the show. Continue our countdown to the 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup. And since the Super Falcons are the team of the season, it means you and I must root for them as they get ready for the World Cup. It's 66 more days to go, Cosmos.
Well, 66 more days to go, and we can't wait. It's going to be in France. I think France will be hosting the world in any category in women's football for the first time since they hosted the Confederations Cup in 2003, where unfortunately Marc Vivian Foe of Cameroon died. But this time around, it's going to be for women football, and it's awesome. It's something that we want to see. We know that France, they're ready, and they want to make this probably the best World Cup in the women category ever since the competition started in 1991 in China. So hopefully the Super Falcons, Thomas Bernabeu was saying the other day that he wants his team to win every game as it comes, and we hope that they can be able to reignite that 1999 spirit that they had, and hope that they do very well. We know that they're going to be playing friendly games. I feel that this team have played several friendly games. We've done like how many now?
Play more.
And they're playing more. We've done like 7 now, and they will still play more. So that shows that the preparation by the NFF with the standard of Nigeria and probably Africa, probably one of the best. It's
beautiful. And Julian, the NFF, they are beginning to say things and do them.
Yeah.
They said they are going to give them good training, tour. And they said they will have the same training venue that the Super Eagles had for the World Cup in Russia. And they've confirmed that they will go to Austria for that. But they also have friendlies in Spain coming up.
Yeah, and apart from the ones in Spain, they've played in Cyprus, they've played in China.
China, yeah.
So they've been exposed to top-grade friendly matches. Some of those games against some teams that have qualified for the World Cup. Some of those games against teams that are good but are not going to the World Cup because they failed to qualify. So I think that in terms of preparation, this team doesn't have any excuse to get into the round of 6, at least worst case scenario, get us into the round of 16. This is a decent team, even if I feel we still need to add a bit of fresh legs in the team. A couple of the players who went to Ghana who didn't get playing time should do so in this kind of tournament. It should afford the coaches opportunity to see some new players. Asisa Doshola didn't play well at the Nations Cup. We also had that Desire Paranozie. She didn't play well at the Nations Cup. If those players don't come to the party in France, what is the plan B? What are the alternative solutions if those players don't play well at the World Cup? And we're in a very difficult group, Korea, Norway, and France. The last time we played France, it was 8-0. It was a friendly game, but our best players played on that day. It's not something...
We had Thomas then.
It's not something... and it was coach of the year. So it's not something that we are proud to say. Yeah. But again, I just hope that we can win. France are champions at national team level, the male team. The women team will also want to be champions again. So we have to find a way. We are going to play France last. So we hope that playing Norway and Korea in our first 2 games might give us a good chance of qualifying for the knockout round.
It will be good.